All right,
Well,
that's
Dad,
it
I
for
guess
this.
that's it, right? That's everything, right?
Yeah, that
We're about an hour and 5 minutes in. There's nothing else to talk about. Time to get out of here, right?
uh, not so fast, my friend. Uh, we do finally have some news. We've been waiting for this for quite a while. Um, the AF1 is set to announce the new Michigan team tomorrow, and they're going to be called the Michigan Arsenal. They're going to be playing out of Saginaw, Michigan at the Dow Event Center. We've been there for games in other leagues before. They used to have the Saginaw Sting in the Continental Indoor Football League years ago. And they've had a couple other teams. I think they even had an IFL team at one time in Saginaw. But really looking forward to this. We're going to be there at the press conference tomorrow. You're taking a day off work for us to go there and do it. Um, this is going to be the ninth team in the league, if you don't count the Billings Outlaws. We don't know what's going on with Billings, but there you go. There's your graphic. 9 teams now in the AF1.
Yep. So yeah, Billings. I know a lot of people are gonna be like, they don't exist. Why are you still putting them on this map? Because it's still on the website.
Yeah.
And they could silently be taken off the website, just like the Corpus Christi Tritons, and then we'll remove them. But for right now, they're on the website. We don't know what's happening behind the scenes. Maybe they'll play, maybe they won't. But as of right now, 9 teams. So yeah, I'm very excited about it. A couple of, and I'm sure we'll get to know these fellas as the season goes along. Their new head coach is Sean Leota. I've been messaging with him. He seems like a really nice guy. Looking forward to meeting him. He's been a fan of our stuff, so that's been pretty cool. Chit-chatting with him. He's looking forward to chit-chatting tomorrow when we see him, Dad. So that should be a lot of fun. On the and I guess the owner of the team via this invitation we got is George Bradford is the owner and CEO of the team. Looking forward to meeting and hopefully talking with him too. I'm also looking forward to any of our friends from the AF1 brass. I'm not sure who's going to be there, who won't be there. I'm sure Jerry Kurz and Jeff Fisher will be there. Who else? Don't know if Gary Compton will be there or not, but we're looking forward to seeing some of those guys. We've been saying for a while, we are very happy with the AF1 front office. We think they got a lot of the right people in the right places, doing all the good stuff, and looking very forward to it. Having a team back in Michigan is pretty cool. Only the 4th arena football team in Michigan ever. That's right. There's only been 4, and there's going to be people in the comments that say, well, what about this team? What about that team? If they didn't play with the Nets guys, we don't count it. It's not arena football. Right. Even though there's a couple of teams in Michigan that have arena football in their logo.
Right.
We don't play arena football, guys. It's not arena football. I'm sorry. We don't have nets. I'm going to be that guy. I'm sorry. I'm not saying that the football's not good. I'm just saying it's not arena football. But what do you think, Dad? I mean, it's a 2.5-hour drive from Kalamazoo. There were a lot of the rumors and a lot of the speculation that Kalamazoo was the location. Rumors we also heard. We had heard Kalamazoo very early on, well before the arena crown, from a couple different sources. So I don't know what fell through, what happened. I'm assuming the arena situation had to have been it. I can't confirm it. Can't deny it. I that's just my speculation there. I just we know what we have in Kalamazoo, what's coming in Kalamazoo, and it just nothing really lined up for us when it came to this being the destination as much as we would have loved it.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, you look at your map there. You look at Saginaw right there in Michigan. You've got 4 teams all around it. Now, we've driven to Albany, and that is a hell of a drive. I mean, that's like 12, 13 hours, nonstop to get there. But I mean, Cincinnati is not that far, or actually Kentucky now. But and the Nashville Cats. I went to a game there a couple of years ago, and now you've got a team up in Minnesota. So we're right in the middle of all these other teams. So it's a good spot for rivalries and whatnot. You got the team down there in Texas all by itself. You got a couple of teams up on the Northwest, kind of all by themselves. Especially if Billings doesn't come back in the same spot, or if they stay out there on the West Coast, that'd be good for them. But where Saginaw or the Michigan Arsenal is located, it's right in the middle of all the action right now. So I think it's a good location.
Yeah, as much as I hate that it's 2.5 hours away from us, as Royce asked in the chat, how far of a drive for us? Only 2.5 hours, which
Yeah.
I'll take. It stinks that it's not Grand Rapids or I was really pulling for that Kalamazoo thing, but even I was like, I don't know if it's going to happen or not.
Yeah.
I was trying not to get my hopes up, and it just didn't work out, and that's fine. 2.5 hours, I'll take it. But we'll see. I'm happy to have it back in Michigan. Royce says the face masks remind me of the cow catchers at the front of the train engines. Is that on purpose, I wonder? Let me pull up a bigger version of that logo. I don't know. I don't know what we're looking at, to be honest with you. I have feelings and thoughts about the logo. I was actually talking with somebody today about the logo. I'm not going to say a whole lot negative because we're getting to meet the guys, and a logo isn't going to define the team while, first impressions matter, but I'm not crazy about it. I'll just say that much. I like the name Arsenal, though. As Off the Wall puts here, Michigan Arsenal is certainly one of the names of all time. One of the good names or bad names, Trey? You said one of the names of all time. I like Arsenal. I don't think it's terrible by any means. I like Arsenal. The logo and I don't know what's going on with 3 helmets and what that means. I can't wait to ask the owner about it.
Yeah, we'll find out tomorrow probably. I'm not sure, but they might have a big army influence, like an army base or something in that area. So
Off the wall, I said what I said. Fair enough. Let's see. Just to play it safe, the AF1 should get rid of conference divisions. Just have the best 4 teams make it to the playoffs. We'll see. If they're going to sit at 8 teams, I agree. That's been my rule. My cutoff is if there's 8, no divisions. Just top 4 playoffs, I'm fine with that. If we get a couple more announcements, which rumblings have been, there may or may not be a couple more announcements coming. I don't know if that means for this year or for the future. I don't know.
Right.
But we'll see. But if they get to the 10-team cutoff, and I'm going to pull the map back up here real quick. If they could get another team somewhere out there between Duluth and the 2 teams out west, and if Billings is in the league, or if they're not, they need something else out west. And there's been rumblings. We'll see what happens. If they can do that, I could see a couple of conferences. Like you kind of look here, that Midwest pocket there between the Monsters, Cats, Barrels, Arsenal, and Firebirds is a nice little pocket, but the rest is a little too spread out. So we'll have to wait and see what happens.
Well, I've been keeping a spreadsheet of all the teams, last year's teams and this year's, and the differences. And last year they were supposed to have the Stockton Crusaders. We're supposed to be in, and then they said, okay, we can't make it this year. We're going to be in next year. So I moved them over to 2026. Have heard nothing from Stockton Crusaders. And there was also the team down in Mexico, the Monterey, whatever they were, Kings, and they were supposed to, come in this year also. Haven't heard anything there. Will we hear something from either of those 2 teams, or maybe another new team or 2? We don't know. That's it's all to be determined.
Roy says Omaha or Boise would work well. I could maybe see something along those lines. But Omaha, they got the beef. That's the only thing. They got the beef in the National Arena League, and I don't see them moving anytime soon.
Well, the AF1 had the Boise Burn for a few years, so they've had a team out there.
Yeah, we'll see what they do. I won't say the cities or the locations I have heard rumblings of. We'll wait for that to pan out. So, and I do want to shout out our friends over at AF1 Fan Zone, because they're the ones today that kind of were the first ones to put out the Michigan team story today. I've been sitting on it because we got this invitation last week. You called me up, and I was surprised. You're like, hey, we got this invite. Did you check the email? I was like, I didn't check the email. And so we've known about it for a little bit. I just wasn't sure if we should be the ones to – I didn't want to put anything out there. I waited till AF1 Fan Zone put something out there. I messaged the coach. I was like, is it cool? Like, I didn't want to step on anybody's toes. I don't know what the deal is or their rollout plan. And he's like, go for it. It's all good. So here we are. DB Sports says San Jose. There were rumblings. Trey had that great article about could the San Jose SaberCats be coming back, especially after the Bay Area Panthers of the Indoor Football League folded or went dormant. There's a lot. And then there's some other crazy rumors about another IFL team, which are rumors at this point. And until something concrete happens, then we'll talk about it. Last comment, I guess, unless anybody else has got something. Dale, I wish we had a team in the AF1. We had the Destroyers for many years, and he had season tickets. He enjoyed it. My closest team would be Albany, and that's a 7-hour drive. Yeah, the IFL was supposed to get that Buffalo Destroyers team, but that clearly fell through.
Yeah, that's another team.
I would love to see Buffalo get an AF1 team. That would be a great location, and I'm sure there's some AF1 brass that would love a team in Buffalo too.
Yeah,
and AF1 fan Arsenal is a badass name. I like Arsenal. It wouldn't have been my first choice, but I can roll with Arsenal. The logo, we'll have to. I don't know. It's gonna take a lot to grow on me. And I don't rookie in the chat. I don't think Monterey Kings will ever play. They have been really quiet. And one of my family members in Mexico, they usually talk about the Osos from the IFA. Oh yeah, the Bears. We talked about them quite a bit this past year.
Yep.
All right. What any final thoughts from you about this before we wrap up this section?
No, I misspoke when I was talking about the Boise Burn. They were an AF2 team, back in the development.
Still arena football.
I think I said AF1, but yes, but they did have a team, the Boise Burn out there, AF2 team. But no, this map is really coming together. I'm really getting excited for next year already. I'd like to see a couple more teams, but if not, I'm fine with what they got there.
Yeah, well, we still got a few dominoes, I'm sure, to drop. What's happening with the Outlaws? Are they playing? Are they not? They're still on the website. We'll have to wait and see, guys. What do you think of the Michigan Arsenal, the logo, the name, the color scheme? Leave all your comments down in the comment section below of this video. And where would you like to see the AF1 expand? Are they going to keep expanding? I guess we'll have to wait and find out.